Of the renegade Zoid rises Dibison, metal bull bison with iron horns he run. Through blue Zoids and red Zoids, his damage is done. His mighty cannons light the night like the sun. Created in Zoid factories en masse. The renegade Zoid army hard like brass. Dibison leads the charge meant for Prince Croc. With iron hooves, he fights from dawn till dark. Dibison lets loose his cannon's fury cry. Asunder, red and blue Zoids will die. Loyal to none but himself on planet Zoidstar. Dibison's warpath carves the ruinous star. Where thunder charge, the metal bull roars. Dibison levels our force to the alien floors. Nine rider androids within his head and heart. Renegade monster machine blows all apart. With thunderous charge, the metal bull roars. Dibison levels all force to the alien force. Nine rider androids within his head and heart. Renegade monster machine blows all apart. Isn't fearless Dibison refuses all ties. His laser and cannon blast lives Zoid rise. Dibison does not slow us down for enemy ties. Untamed and pure he believes no lies. Fierce and fearless Dibison refuses all ties. His laser and cannon blast lives Zoid rise. Dibison does not slow us down for enemy ties. Untamed and pure he believes no lies. Large cosmic ambitions reach for the stars. Of the renegade Zoids rises Dibison, metal bull bison with iron horns to run. Through blue Zoids and red Zoids, his damage is done. His mighty cannons light the night like the sun. Created in Zoid factories en masse. The renegade Zoid army hard like brass. Dibison leads the charge meant for Prince Croc. With iron hooves he fights from dawn till dark. Created in Zoid factories en masse. The renegade Zoid army hard like brass. Dibison leads the charge meant for Prince Croc. With iron hooves he fights from dawn till dark. Dibison lets loose his cannon's fury cry. Blown asunder, red and blue Zoids will die. Loyal to none but himself on planet Zoidstar. Dibison Divison's warpath comes to ruin scar. With thunderous charge, the metal bull roars. Dibison levels all forts to the alien floors. My rider androids within his head and heart. Renegade monster machine blows all apart. With thunderous charge, the metal bull roars. Dibison levels all forts to the alien floors. My rider androids within his head and heart. Renegade monster machine blows all apart. Fierce and fearless, Dibison refuses all ties. His laser and cannon blast ring emits like cries. Dibison does not slow a stop for enemy tries. Untamed and uncut, he believes no lies. Croc's cosmic ambitions reach for the stars, but the renegade slaves meet the pleaser's spars. No prince of darkness go will sway the chaotic call. Dibison and the renegades will fall. Dibison, let's lose his cannon's fury cry. Blow asunder and blue Zoids will die. Loyal to none but himself on planet Zoidstar. Dibison's warpath comes to ruin his scar. Dibison, let's lose his cannon's fury cry. Blow asunder and blue Zoids will die. Loyal to none but himself on planet Zoidstar. Dibison's warpath comes to ruin his scar.